Come on. I'm gonna put that in if you don't do it now. I'm gonna put that in.
That's funnier. That's funnier.
Good morning, Mishak. It's Wednesday, January 20th, and that means today is an exciting but also really nerve-wracking day. Today, Joseph R. Biden will become the 46th President of the United States. And as exciting as that is, I'm really nervous about what's going to happen at the inauguration. We already saw what happened at the Capitol on January 6th, and today is another occasion like that was. Here's to hoping that everything goes according to plan. Today, I'm very tempted to look back on how awful the Trump presidency was, but I'm trying to resist that urge. I think it's important that history remembers Trump as he was, as he is, but I don't think now is the occasion to remember him. I think it's an occasion to look forward towards what Joseph R. Biden's presidency will be and what the future will be like with him. So with that, here are 5 things that I'm excited about for Biden's presidency. Number 1, I'm a political person. I'm the type of person to track a bill in Congress and watch C-SPAN and listen to political podcasts, but I cannot wait for the day when I don't have to see the president on any of the major news networks. Not for a whole week, I don't have to see the president on any major news networks. I don't have to hear about his tweets or some crazy thing he said to a foreign national leader. I don't have to worry about what his children are doing or what his wife is doing. I can kind of just sit back and admire once a month whenever news about the president comes on. Number 2, a president that speaks in full, coherent sentences that answer the questions that he's asked. For this one, I'm not even going to explain it. Instead, I'm going to read you a transcript of one of Trump's speeches. When asked about the lack of trust in African American communities for law enforcers, Donald Trump said this, quote, "Well, I think it's a very sad problem. As you know, as a Republican, I'm doing very well with African Americans and with the vote, in polls and everything. Especially, I haven't seen one very recently because you had the plague come in from China, so that changed things up. But we had the best economy ever. We had the best numbers for African American on employment and unemployment in history. Best home ownership, best everything. We had the best numbers in everything. Not only African American, but the African American numbers were great." What? Number 3, agreeing on stuff. Biden has a great history of working across the aisle, and I'm really looking forward to him doing that as the president. Look, I'm sure that we're going to find lots to disagree about over the next 4 years, but I think that there will at least be a little bit more progress and a little bit more compromise with a president that has way more political capital than Trump ever did, even at the height of his presidency and popularity. Number 4, decency. Look, I'm not here to tell you about Donald Trump's policy and his leadership because you might have different opinions about that and I can't change your mind in a 4-minute video. But I think it's really hard to argue that Trump was a decent president, a president that brought the proper amount of decorum to the White House and to his office, to the Oval Office. So I'm really looking forward to a president that speaks eloquently, that carries himself in a respectable manner, that respects not only himself, but the people he represents and the office he holds. Number 5, Christmas decorations. There were a lot of bad things about the Trump presidency, but none of them were worse than the Christmas decorations that the Trump family put up. Are horrendous. I'll put up pictures right now so that you can see what I'm talking about. They're just dark and gloomy and scary. Happy Inauguration Day. Here's to a better future. Mishak, everyone, I'll see you tomorrow.